Yo, what's going on guys? Ian77 here. In today's video, we're going to be playing on my Arena 1 account that I recently pushed up quite a bit, and it's going to be Midladder versus Underlevel 2.6. Make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoy. Alright, hopping in the first match here, we're going to be facing this guy, and yeah, so by the way guys, this is the account that I was showing you guys like around a month ago, I think, where I was playing Arena 1 with it, but I finally did manage to push it up kind of to the mid-ladder range, so I'm going to be trying 2.6 out here and see how we can do against all these over-leveled players. I know a lot of the players actually like seem pretty low level, like this guy's only level 10, but as you can see he already has like a level 13 Goblin Barrel, so quite a few of them actually have low King Tower levels but super high level cards, I feel like. And yeah, so I didn't really like spend much money on this account. I only bought like the Clash Royale event. I think I bought like one $5 offer or something. So you can actually level up accounts pretty quick nowadays if you are willing to at least put in a couple dollars or so. And I feel like magic items also help progression quite a lot. Honestly, I feel like magic items are kind of, I don't know, they're a bit sketchy because at the same time they're really nice, but at the same time they also kind of allow players to overlevel specific cards a lot. Like I noticed while I was pushing up here, I faced like so many overleveled Mega Knights, and I know that's kind of like common for mid ladder, but I feel like it happened like even way more than it used to happen when I was in mid ladder. So I feel like magic items kind of allow that. So I kind of have a bit of mixed feelings on that. I mean, of course I like them, but you know, they do have some drawbacks as well, at least for the casual players. Alright, so not really sure what this guy is playing here. He does have like archers and miner, and probably the majority of the decks that we're going to face here are just going to be completely homemade decks. So yeah, I can never really predict what they might have in store for us. Alright, so yeah, I still don't know what this guy is playing. He does have like minions as well. Could really be anything. They kind of just like throw random cards in their deck. So we're playing it a little bit patient here. We have used a few Hog Riders, but don't want to be like too aggressive here. And yeah, we're just going to go with the Hog here, and he's actually going to go with a level 12 Mega Knight here. It doesn't seem like too high level, but we are pretty low level ourselves, so actually is kind of high level compared to us. So we're just going to go with the Musketeer here. We might be able to activate King Tower. Yeah. So guys, I know a lot of you struggle with Mega Knight or like facing Mega Knight in mid ladder, but honestly, if you try to activate your King Tower against the Mega Knights, it's actually a lot easier to deal with, I feel like, because it is kind of annoying to deal with, but it also gives you a super easy King activation when you're running at least like some quick cycle decks. So actually gonna prediction log his Skarmy right there as well, so looking really good right here. And the thing is, like, a lot of these mid-ladder players, they're not like bad players necessarily, but they're not like the smartest players, so they don't always like support their Mega Knights correctly. So you can actually activate King Tower against Mega Knight for just like 2 elixir, and also you know, have your king up helping you the whole game. So yeah, definitely ways to counter it if you play really smart, but you just have to make sure to not make a single mistake, otherwise things can go really badly. Let's just say that. And yeah, so we are pretty under-leveled. We don't even have like a tournament level standard deck. I mean, not even according to the old level of tournament standard where it was like level 9. We have like some level 8 cards here. We do have a couple level 10 cards though, so that's kind of helping us a bit, especially our Hog Rider. That's the main card that we want to focus on leveling up. Alright, so it looks like Hog will get a shot there. Alright, so yeah, just gonna defend here. Yeah, looking pretty good right here. I'm just gonna go with the Hog here just to kite everything back a bit, and then also should apply some pressure here. And it might be game here in a bit. We probably just need like a Fireball and a couple logs, or actually Hog will finish it off, so that's gonna be game. Alright, hopping in the next game here, we're gonna be facing this guy, and by the way guys, one question I want to ask you is, what would you like to see the most in Clash Royale? I know a lot of other YouTubers have asked that question before, but I kind of just wanted to ask it myself to see what you guys think, because I feel like there could be like quite a lot of things that could be added. I kind of just want to see like a new way to play the game, like you know, just like maybe like a more casual way to play Clash Royale, because I feel like sometimes for me especially, it's kind of weird sometimes, because it's like a bit I don't know, it's like not as relaxing of an experience as some other games can be when I'm playing Clash Royale, because I either have like two options. Either I can play like the very top of ladder on my main account, or I can just play grand challenges, and both of them are kind of competitive. So I feel like there could be some game mode implemented that's just like a pretty casual thing, just to like kind of relax and stuff in Clash Royale. I don't really know exactly what it would be, but I don't know, maybe like some PvE, player versus environment, where you would be like facing the AI or something like that. I mean, obviously there would have to be like rewards and like a whole system and all of that stuff, but I feel like it could be a really good idea. And I know a lot of people have talked about grand challenge tickets, and that's definitely sounds like a really good idea, and should be pretty easy for them to add. I'm just not sure if they actually want to, but yeah, definitely a lot of good ideas. And by the way, guys, what are you struggling the most with right now? I kind of just wanted to ask that question because I got some pretty good responses on the last video about some deeper questions, so kind of just want to see how you guys are doing. And yeah, and the struggle can be either in real life, or it can just be about Clash Royale, or really anything that you want. And yeah, feel free to comment down below. I'll definitely read all of your guys' comments. Alright, so I guess I'll actually just start commentating over the actual games right now. So so this guy right here, he basically just went with E-Giant first play, and we lost like almost our entire tower to like a 1 HP E-Giant. So I can kind of see why some of you guys really hate E-Giant. I know this is one of the most hated decks according to you guys in my last video when I asked you guys, and I can definitely see why, because we went with like a Cannon and Musketeer, Ice Spirit, and Skeletons, and the E-Giant still took basically our entire tower. So it is kind of due to us being underleveled, but still kind of whack. But yeah, just gonna set up with an early cannon here, because if he goes with the E-Giant, I'm pretty sure we're gonna need like 2 cannons just to stop it, just because of how high level it is. So want to make sure that we're able to cycle back to another cannon in time. So that's why I'm going with the pretty early cannon right here. Alright, so it looks like he is going to go with the E-Giant here. Yeah, it is level 13, so pretty annoying, but luckily the 1 HP cannon, or not really 1 HP, but the very low HP cannon is going to pull it all the way across the arena. So I think we should be able to defend it pretty easily here, but he does also have Tesla and Tornado, so yeah. Look, hopefully this E-Giant doesn't take our entire right tower. Okay, actually gonna damage it quite a bit, but we're still okay here. Looks like he may not have any direct damage spell except of like Tornado, which does very little bit, so I think we should be fine. Alright, just gonna Fireball here, and I don't really think we have enough time to cycle back to another cannon, so just gonna pressure with Hog Rider here, and maybe we can get down another cannon if we do need it, but looks like Hog does lock on the tower, and the Musketeer as well, so that's gonna be game. Alright, hopping in the next match here, we are gonna have a pretty okay cycle here. I haven't really talked about starting plays, so in general in mid-ladder, I feel like you should be a bit more passive than normal with your starting plays. You don't really want to go with a Hog first play, I would say. I'm going with Hog first plays here just because I'm more comfortable with my defense, and yeah, because I know a lot of you guys, you know, you're just picking up Hog Rider or like decks like this for the first time maybe, so I'm not sure if all of you guys are as confident in your defense, but I would say it's usually a bit safer to not go with Hog first play. I'm kind of just like feeling like going with it, but if you want to be safe in mid-ladder, I'd probably recommend trying to just feel out their deck first for like the first minute or so, or maybe like first 30 seconds at least before you go with like a Hog or something. But yeah, that's just my preference. Alright. And by the way, guys, I know a lot of you guys like to experiment with new decks, like you see a deck on YouTube and you just want to try it right away, but I feel like it's always better to run your highest level deck most of the time, at least if you like it. If you really don't like it, you could definitely try some of these other decks that you see going around, but it is usually better to just stick with one deck. That way you can kind of have one deck that's just high level, so you can compete with your over-leveled opponents better than you normally could. Because even though I'm running 2.6 with all these good defensive cards in here, it's still kind of tricky to defend sometimes just because of all the over-leveled cards right now. So even if I have like the perfect defenses and everything, it still can be a little bit difficult. So yeah, it's better to have higher levels than to have a good deck, to be honest with you guys. Alright, so not really sure what this guy is running here, and He is playing really weirdly, just going with like a pre-Inferno tower, but I'm not really gonna talk about the opponent's misplays too much, because you guys are probably in this range too, or at least quite a lot of you guys, so I'm sure you guys are probably used to the opponents making these misplays as well, so you can't really expect them to be perfect. Alright, so this guy's actually gonna have a balloon here. Okay, we actually kind of misplaced our cannon there. If we had placed our cannon one more tile to the left, it actually could have activated King against the balloon, but I'm not sure if it'll work out here. Oh no! Spare my tower, Executioner! No, okay. Okay, we're gonna barely survive here. I'm pretty sure we're almost in Fireball range though, so I'm not even sure if we can win at this point. But I'm not gonna give up here though, because mid-ladder players are crazy, so you always have a chance. You know, sometimes you just have to pray that they're just dumb or something when you're playing in mid-ladder, because you never know when they're just gonna forget to fireball your tower in this trophy range. So always try your best. Alright, so he's gonna go with a balloon here, and I'm actually gonna go for the correct cannon placement here, so we should be able to activate King Turn. Actually, Hog is dealing so much damage right now, and oh my gosh, that Hog actually took his entire tower. Alright, that's a really nice comeback. Alright, hopping in the next match here. Not gonna have Hog in our starting hand or anything, but pretty fine with me. Just gonna go with a log first play. I know a lot of people are playing like bait cards here, so it's not always the safest to go with your log first play, but I know with this deck we do have Fireball as well, so if you were to go for like a Goblin Barrel or something, we could always just Fireball it away. So yeah, we should be pretty fine. Alright, he's gonna go with a Golem here. Alright, this is gonna be interesting. He's gonna go with a mini P.E.K.K.A. as well. Alright, so I'm just gonna go with the cannon here. I'm not really sure if we're gonna be able to defend too well, because the Golem is pretty high level compared to our cannon, so even though we have good defensive units, it might be pretty difficult to defend here, but we might have to try to cycle 2 cannons in the future for his Golem pushes, but I think we should be pretty okay here. We are going to take quite a bit of damage, but honestly it could have been worse, so I'll take it. Alright, and by the way guys, I think Ice Golem is actually going to be pretty bad for us in mid-ladder, because whenever it's underleveled, it won't even like one-shot bats or skeletons with the Death Nova, so I would recommend that, like honestly, if you guys have an underleveled Ice Golem, it would probably be a pretty good idea to try like Knight or Valkyrie in its place in this deck, just because it's not really going to get too much value, not even being able to kill like the skeletons or bats, and our tower's actually having to two-shot the bats just because it's so underleveled compared to these maxed out cards, or nearly maxed out cards. And as you can see, this guy's only level 10, but probably just because of like magic items especially, he's having like these super high level cards like level 12s and level 13s. Alright, so we're just going to cycle a cannon here just so that we can get back to another one as quickly as possible. And yeah, his arrows pretty much kill our entire cannon, I feel like, so we do have to kind of watch on. He's going to lightning actually, but luckily we did cycle the cannon early, so we're going to get back to another one in time. And yeah, his Night Witch is pretty hard for us to kill because our tower doesn't even one-shot the bats, but we might be able to defend here. Luckily the Golem doesn't actually explode on our tower, but it is still looking a little bit sketchy right now. Alright, so he's just going to go with a Golem at the bridge here, so just going to go with a cannon here, hoping that we can kind of pressure him a bit, and he's going to go with that Bomber here, but we should be able to block it with the Ice Golem and finish it off with some skeletons here, so yeah, this is going to be a bit tricky. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to survive here. Golemite will probably take most of our tower here, so we might have lost here actually. Yeah, we probably did lose here, but I'm probably just going to leave this in the video, because sometimes in mid-ladder you just face people with like such high levels and stuff that you can't really do anything no matter how well you play, and that's kind of just how it goes, but you just have to you know, keep doing your best. So that's going to be GG. Alright, hopping in the next match here, we're going to be up against this guy, and we will actually have Hog Rider in our starting hand finally, so just going to go with it here. Not too worried about what he could use against us, because with 2.6 we do have really good defense, and yeah, honestly, if you're a really skilled player, you can pretty much always get away with Hog first play if you play your defensive cards right. Okay, so he's going to be pretty aggressive here. He's going to go with a Bar Barrel as well, and I'm just going to kite it with an Ice Golem. I feel like Ice Golem, even though it's kind of bad underleveled, it still gets a ton of value just for kiting units, so I feel like it's still not too bad actually. And Yeah. So he will go with a Fire Mage in the back right here, but it is nice to have Fireball in the deck over like Earthquake or something like I normally run, because then you can kind of just like Fireball them away even if you have a bit of an awkward cycle. And he's going to have an MK here, but I think we're going to activate King Tower here, so super clean start right now. And yeah, he's saying wow. I guess most of the mid-ladder players probably aren't used to ever getting the opponent's King Tower activated like this, so they're probably never expecting you to activate off of the Mega Knight, which is can be pretty helpful in your favor sometimes. Alright, so I'm just going to go with the Hog Rider here. He doesn't have Mega Knight right away, so Hog should get a bit of damage here. He's going to go for the Inferno Dragon, but Hog already got 2 hits, and looking really good for us right now. He's going to go with a bit of a Juke Barrel, though, so going to have to watch out for that. And he's going with kind of weird Bar Barrels, not really getting much value out of it, and kind of just allowing our Ice Golem to get more value, so yeah, pretty good right here for us. Honestly, Ice Golem isn't the best against Mega Knights, though, but once you get your King Tower activated against the Mega Knights, it's actually not too hard to defend, I feel like, and yeah. Alright, so he does have a Goblin Barrel, but we might have to log here against his Witch just to make sure we finish it off. I don't really want to deal with it or anything, and also we kind of need the log to finish off his Wizard with a Fireball when needed. We probably didn't need it right there, but was kind of just expecting that he might go with a Mega Knight, and we do have a super fast cycle with this deck, so we're already back to another log, and yeah, looking really good right here. And by the way, guys, I did also want to shout out my Discord server. It is always going to be linked below in every video. Just wanted to shout it out because it's about to get to 2,000 members, and I think a lot of you guys could benefit off of like the information that's there, and I sometimes give tips and stuff like that. So a really nice community there. So if you have Discord, definitely feel free to join. Alright, so we're actually going to get 3 Musketeers down right now. He's going to Mega Knight them away. Alright, so going to defend pretty well here, I think. And by the way, guys, one other thing, I just want to shout out the channel membership one more time. We do have like quite a few members right now, and I know a lot of you guys wanted to be members, but you couldn't join because you were on Apple, or you're on an Apple device. But I think anyone who's not using an email associated with a Apple ID should be able to join the channel as a member. It really does support the channel, and you can actually add me as a friend on this account too if you become a channel member. So definitely feel free to join if you you know, just want to. Not forcing anyone, but just watching the videos is enough for me, to be honest. But if you want to show a bit of extra support, that does always help. Alright, he's actually going to prediction Bar Barrel or Ice Spirit. And yeah, so these players are really crazy. They're basically just spamming and everything, but yeah, I think we should be able to defend right here. And by the way, guys, Hog Firecracker is also pretty okay in mid-ladder, but I do really like having Fireball in this deck just to kill all those Witches and Wizards and all of that stuff. And it looks like Hog is going to break through. I'm just going to Fireball, so thank you guys for watching, and see you in the next one. Bye!